Hey guys, I'm in the man cave today and I've got some brand new Lapua brass 223, and I'd like to do a video or split it into parts, I'm not sure yet, of some case prepping that I do, and my brother does the same. So I'm going to try and get as much detailed shots as I can, and try not to make it too long and boring and whatever, but just the sort of process that we follow with new brass. I'm sure everyone's got their own way of doing it, but this is the way that I do it, or we do it. So bear with us, and I'll try and put together a video of what I do to prepare this brass. Okay, so speak to you in a minute. Okay, so take a shell holder like this Wilson shell holder from the Wilson trimmer, and put your case in. And now I've got a pocket uniform here on this drill, and simply by just sort of holding it there like that, you can just gently feed it, start it off, and you see those little bits just fall off there. Okay, and then that's done. Just give it a tap. Next one in. And you can kind of feel for it, so you just make sure it's nice and steady, just follow the drill. And you'll just get that feeling for it where it's just stop biting anymore, and you uniform that pocket. I'll try and give you a bit of a shot of that. And with using this, it's actually quite quick. You can actually do it. You can get through quite a few at a time, or do as many as you like, really. Okay. That's it. So that's the first step, and as you can see, I've been doing these for probably an hour, so it doesn't really take too much time, but it certainly helps with one of these. Trying to do these with your fingers, you'll just get a finger cramp after 5 to 10 cases, you know. But one of these, you can just really put it in. Sorry, put it in, give it a quick tap, start it off, follow the drill, and away you go. And that's it. Okay, so that's just the first step of that. So bear with me, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, with the next step, I've got a flash hole tool here, normally taken with a handle. So I've placed it in this drill, and you can then feed that onto the pilot. Depth has already been set, and you notice that some of these cases are so tight in the neck that they almost like struggle to get on there, but obviously we're going to be expanding these to not so much neck turn, but I'm going to take off maybe half a thou just to get them a little bit more uniform, and then just do a little cut here into the shoulder junction there, just hopefully not to produce any donuts or to relieve the possibility of any donuts. So like I say, just feed it onto the pilot there, get it nice and central, and just give it. And there's hardly anything to come off there. It's so minute what you're taking off there, but you're just kind of squaring up that flash hole, or deburring it. Okay. See, there's hardly anything. Okay. So I'll get on with these, and I shall catch you at the next stage. Okay, so the next step now is to use your neck turner. If you do neck turn, I've got a K&M neck turning tool here, so I'm just going to put the lube on the old pilot there. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm taking very minimal off this. This is only to remove any high spots, and also to make this little cut here into the neck junction, just barely touching into that. So let's just get started. Okay, just let the cutter pull the pilot in. And I'm not holding it too tight. And there you go. You sort of see the material's come off. You can still see it's still got some of the original dark parts there, so it's only taken off just what it needs to make it kind of uniform, and also that little ring. Hopefully you can sort of see that. Okay, let's just do one more. See there? So it's just a nice little ring there, just right on the top of that shoulder junction. Okay. Let's move on to that next step. So catch you guys in a second. Okay, so that is what you're trying to get. So you just make them all nice on the same cut. Okay. Okay, so next stage, after you've done all your neck turning, before we have to resize these to shut down the necks, you want to get some Q-tips and take out all that imperial dye wax that's inside these necks, that you've used to sort of lubricate to get onto the mandrel onto the pilot there for the cutter, so you can sort of see how dirty these are. So yeah, so just take that out, get it all nice and dry, and the I've just done a few, that many, and all you want to do now is get the wax off these, and then that'll go on to the next stage. Okay, now for the next step, to close down the necks, because they've been expanded to allow the cutter mandrel or cutter pilot to get inside. So obviously now these will be oversized, so we need to shut them back down, put them through the bushing die. I use a bushing die, and this will take it down to my bushing size. You don't need to lube these cases or anything, because obviously these are not fire formed, so they're not expanded, and they will be loose inside the body of the die. So all you're doing really is just to tighten that neck back up. So you just put it in, and that's it, and that will now be resized. Well, not resized, but the neck should be at the right diameter for your projectile. Okay, and that's all there is to that part of the stage. It's just a quick, simple process. Now I'm using a nitrate bushing, so you don't need to lube these necks or anything like that. They just go straight in, and that's all there is to that. Okay, and the last step is just now to chamfer and deburr the case mouths on my I've got a case prep trio here, lock and load it is, and I think this does a great job actually. Obviously it does 3 sides. You can get different heads. You've also got one just on this here for the primer pocket if you want to do it with that, and I just mount it up on here. Gives me the height, and all you do is just offer it up. And that gives me a nice finish. I know you can't really sort of see that on there on camera, but and this is the last stage is what I finish with. Now, when I first got this, I thought that I probably wouldn't be able to feel that, you know, instead of like doing it manually with your fingers, but you can actually. It does work very well, and so you just offer it up just with enough resistance, and you can even turn the case just ever so slightly. And I think you can get through these quite quickly. Certainly saves you time on your fingers. Okay, I'll just crack on. I will crack on with this, and I shall catch you in a second. Okay guys, so that's all I have for you right now. Hope you found that not too boring, but somewhat informative. It's just my process. My brother pretty much follows the same process. He's got slightly different tools, but in essence it's the same sort of principle. I hope that you got something from that. Any comments, please, feel free. But that's what I do with my Unfired brand new brass, and that's it. So catch you guys on the next one. Bye.